Real love does not need an audience. And if you're hearing this, pause for a moment, because this truth is simple, uncomfortable, and deeply freeing. If love needs to be announced, documented, defended, and applauded, then what it's really asking for is not connection, but confirmation. In this generation, love has become something people do with a camera watching, an audience waiting, and a comment section ready to judge. But real love was never built for spectators. Real love was built for sacrifice. Jesus said, "Take heed that you do not do your good deeds before men to be seen by them." That statement alone dismantles the modern definition of love. Because if love is good, and goodness should not be done to be seen, then love itself should not be practiced as a performance. Love that needs visibility is already insecure. Love that is secure can survive invisibility. Here is a proverb that turns in a circle and comes back to itself. Love that needs to be seen is trying to be believed. Love that is believed does not need to be seen. And when love is not believed, it shouts. But when love shouts, it loses trust. And when it loses trust, it shouts louder. That is the circle of performative love. Real love does not enter a room asking, "Who is watching?" It enters asking, "Who needs me?" The Bible tells us love does not seek its own. That means love is not self-centered, not self-promoting, not self-protecting. The moment love starts seeking attention, it stops seeking the person. Many relationships today fail not because there is no love, but because there is too much ego inside what people call love. We live in a culture where affection is measured by visibility. If it's not posted, it's questioned. If it's not announced, it's doubted. If it's not celebrated publicly, it's assumed to be weak. But the strongest things in life are often the quietest. Foundations are underground. Roots grow in darkness. Hearts heal in silence. God Himself is the greatest example of love without an audience. He sustains the earth every second, yet you don't hear applause. He protects people who never thank Him. He provides for those who don't acknowledge Him. If love needed recognition to function, God would stop loving humanity a long time ago. But He doesn't, because real love is not fueled by appreciation, it is fueled by nature. Here is another circle of wisdom. What you do only when people are watching is not who you are. Who you are when no one is watching determines what you do everywhere else. And when love is real and secret, it becomes stable in public. But when love is fake and secret, it becomes loud in public to compensate. Some people love you loudly, but abandon you quietly. Others love you quietly, but stand with you consistently. Noise has never been proof of depth. Silence has never been proof of absence. Some of the most powerful prayers spoken over your life were whispered. Some of the most important sacrifices made for you were never announced. Jesus healed people and told them not to tell anyone. Think about that. In a world where miracles could build popularity, He chose restraint. Why? Because love was never meant to market itself. Love was meant to heal, restore, and remain. Real love corrects privately, not embarrasses publicly. Real love protects dignity, not reputation. Real love is more concerned about your becoming than your image. Anyone who loves you only when it benefits their image is not loving you. They are using you as a mirror. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Many people don't want love, they want witnesses. They want someone to prove love in front of others so their value feels validated. But validation is not the same as affection, and applause is not the same as commitment. Love that is real will still show up when it's tired. Love that is real will still stay when it's inconvenient. Love that is real will still give when it gets nothing back. And love that is fake will disappear the moment the audience leaves. Another proverb that completes its own circle: love that survives without witnesses was never built for performance. And because it was not built for performance, it lasts. Look at your own life. Who is present when you are struggling, not shining? Who checks on you when there is nothing to post? Who prays for you without telling you they prayed? Those people understand love. Social media taught people how to display affection, but it did not teach them how to sustain it. You can post someone daily and still abandon them emotionally. You can praise someone publicly and neglect them privately. But real love is private faithfulness before it is public celebration. The Bible says where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. If your love is always invested in being seen, then your heart is not with the person, it is with perception. And perception cannot carry a relationship. Only commitment can. Real love is boring to the flesh, but powerful to the spirit. It repeats itself. It forgives again. It stays again. It chooses again. And because it is not exciting to watch, it does not attract crowds, but it attracts peace. This is why some of the healthiest relationships you know are also the quietest. No drama, no constant announcements, no public proving, just consistency, just presence, just growth. Let this truth settle. If love must be advertised to be trusted, it is already broken. If love must be defended constantly, it is already unstable. If love must be proven daily with noise, it is already insecure. But love that is real does not argue its existence. It simply exists. So ask yourself honestly, do I love deeply or do I love loudly? Do I care more about connection or about confirmation? Would my love remain the same if no one ever saw it? Because in the end, real love does not need an audience. It needs integrity. It needs humility. It needs truth. If this message found you, it's because you are being invited out of performance and into authenticity, out of noise and into depth, out of applause and into purpose. And remember this final circle. When love is pure, it does not need to be seen. And because it does not need to be seen, it remains pure.